Brought to you by Wear Root. Always use it for protection.
Fucking ignorant. Fucking ignorant.
Protection everywhere. Wear Root.
Fucking ignorant. Who man's is this though? This ain't my man.
Wear Root. Always use protection.
Who man's
Everywhere
is this?
you
This
go.
ain't my man.
Protection. It's a protection. Shut up. Go ahead, slap that.
Who my pen at?
Don't the season start next week?
What?
NBA.
Yeah.
I thought we were going Oh no! Did you hear about the Le'Veon Bell jump? Brought to you today by Red Root. Always use protection wherever you go. I know, right?
Damn, we got 5 viewerships.
So everybody waiting on us. That ain't my name. I know,
And
right?
everybody check out the back of our new logos, baby.
It sucks, right? All right, cool.
New logos in there, baby. New logos in here.
New lingos.
Welcome everybody to the Ritter Sports Show. I'm your host tonight, Mark, aka the Vet. This is my boy Miguel,
truly.
aka
The Demon Child.
Miguel.
The Demon Child.
Whatever the case may be is. What's up, everybody? What's going on, America? American citizens out here today. Looking good, looking fresh, looking everything. Let the people see the show. Let the people see the show, please. You know, sexual
Brought
chocolate.
to you today by Protection.
Yo, I know we were supposed to start this show off a little something extra today, though. But you know, we're gonna give y'all the fun facts. We're gonna give y'all the fun.
Hey, look, I ain't fat.
fun-filled adventures. Not facts, but facts. You know, we're gonna do it big time this night. As everybody can tell, we've gotten larger and better. We guys actually tonight, y'all, we're gonna give y'all actually what we're gonna start off with. And we can show you guys what we start off with every night on the sports show. As we got our brand new high def TV set here tonight, y'all. We good to go. Yeah. So, you know,
You said tight shirt.
I like my tight shirt. Leave me alone. You know, it makes me feel good. It makes me look good. So,
Mr. Incredible.
as soon as we get everything to load up here. So anyways, y'all, Le'Veon Bell. First topic off is NFL. Mr. Le'Veon Bell, as you were saying.
Is it actually true that he actually going to the Philadelphia Eagles?
Nah, I haven't heard any rumors.
I seen some
I've
things.
heard rumors that he might be going to, that he's coming back to Pittsburgh.
No, because last time I checked, what was like earlier today, I seen him say they was getting traded to the Philadelphia Eagles. Because this is Darren Sproles last year.
Well, no, they're actually going to get LaShawn McCoy to the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, LaShawn McCoy is coming back home to Philadelphia, which is I heard the last time I heard in the check that LaShawn McCoy will be coming back towards being in the Philadelphia Eagles uniform. They're working out trade deals for that. They're working out everything they need for him to come back to Philadelphia, where Philadelphia was homebred and home for, get some home cooked meals going up inside of him.
That's from the steak and cheese and shit.
Yeah, so basically he coming back home.
I want to know if it's actually true, but would you think that'd be a good fit for him?
No. Well, yes and no, because of the fact of the matter is that if he does go to Pittsburgh, this may be his last year at Pittsburgh. Well, yeah, I think the same thing too. If he comes back to Philly, the fans will riot. They hate McCoy here now. Well, like I said though, I mean, even if LaShawn McCoy does decide to come back to Philadelphia, which they need a running back because Ajayi got hurt, They need a running game. They need a running back.
And Sproles is out too.
Sproles is out. They need a run game. So you need somebody back there with Wentz, so that way Wentz can pass the ball off to somebody else and they can run up the middle because their play action fakes, everything that they're doing, their RPO scheme that they're using. They ain't gonna need somebody out there that can run the football and do what they got to do.
Yeah.
If they don't have somebody out there to run the football, then it's not gonna be a good season for Philadelphia. And I'll let you know right.
Yeah, especially for the run game. Yeah, passing game is kind of a little roughy and a little shaky or whatever.
But you seen that in the Giants game though. Even though the Giants can tell you straight up that they didn't have a run game option, that the Giants Saquon Barkley was good.
They had that run game like that. But you see, OBJ got fined too for saying what he said about the team.
Well, speaking of OBJ, and speaking of him highly, his tantrums that he's going on, his rampages that he's going on, is really costing them and hurting his team a lot lately.
I wouldn't say
you're
that.
talking about your team. You're talking bad about your team. You're going over there. Last year, or 2 years ago, it was the doggone field goal post. You fighting the field goal post.
I heard it for another one too.
Yeah, no. This year, this year he changed it up to whereas. Okay. Anyways, now he's going over there fighting the heating machine. Now he's throwing blows at the heating machine, and really honestly, you're just showing immaturity. You're showing a lot of things that you don't need to do, and it just shows immaturity.
But since he pulling the team card for their heart,
Right.
I do the same thing too. Like y'all gonna play, you're gonna play. If
Right.
not, don't play at all.
Or just go home and get out of the way.
I'm saying, if I'm gonna pull your card, I'm gonna pull your card.
Right.
If y'all gonna play like a team, play like a team. If not,
I don't have no use for you.
basic.
But see, here's the thing about him though. See, he doesn't learn that it's a team sport first.
Yeah, it's a
See,
team
he
sport,
doesn't-
but see, he pulled the whole team card.
Yeah, I know. He talked about the whole entire team.
Yeah.
He talked about his teammates. You don't do that. The number one thing in NFL or you and your any kind of team, the number one thing they tell you you're not supposed to do is talk about your doggone teammates in any shape or form or fashion, whether it's in any kind of bad way. You don't want to destroy your credibility that you have on your team, and that's what you're destroying. You're walking out on your team during halftime. You're walking in the back of the doggone. You're walking out in the back at halftime before the clock even runs out. You're walking all the way in the back. Last time they made a cover story for you, said you had to get an IV put in your arm. Okay, well, we'll let you go get your IV. But even though Eli is 4 for 17 in his last 21 games, OBJ is right, but he's a knucklehead.
Yeah.
He is a knucklehead.
But, so let me ask you this
but they just paid him all that money to be on this team.
But let me ask you this.
What's up?
Would you think this beat Eli Manning last year?
It truly depends. It truly depends.
Or do you think it's time for him to give it up?
I don't think it's time for Eli to give it up. I think Eli needs a team that he needs a team that can surround him. And a team that's been put together that was highly like when they went up against the Patriots in the Super Bowl that they won. And I think it was Super Bowl 49, 48, one of them two. And
I mean, they already got the run game that just needs
they don't.
everything else.
Not necessarily saying that, but you necessarily don't have everything that you doggone need. If y'all excuse me for just 1 second, please, I'll be right back.
Anyway, Eli is some garbage. Completely. You might as well just go ahead and just give it up, quit, retire. You might as well go ahead and just sit on the sideline. Bring somebody else in. Because at the end of the day, but it's brought to you by Web Group. Have your protection everywhere you go.
I'm sorry, everybody. No, I had to do some noise adjustment, everybody. I apologize. But no, like I said, though, for Eli Manning...
They ain't gonna draft nobody.
Who ain't gonna draft nobody?
The Giants.
The Giants might draft another quarterback. I think they just did.
When the last time they picked up a quarterback? I'll wait.
They got Geno Smith for a minute. I mean, Geno Smith wasn't that horrible. I mean, he was horrible, but he wasn't that horrible.
That nigga was Harvard years.
He was horrible, but he had the Giants winning for a second.
When the last time the Giants picked up a quarterback? Who was that backup quarterback, really, anyway?
I don't know.
fans at home, do y'all know who the backup quarterback
I
for the Giants?
I think they will draft the quarterback this year, though.
Hopefully.
Well, Eli is running his table. He got his 2 Super Bowl rings for the Giants. He did what he had to do in the Giants with the Giants, and I think it's time for him to hang it up. Wow, Geno Smith, negative. But I mean,
Geno Smith got cut by the Jets.
Yeah, he did though. But like I said though, Eli,
Alex Tanny.
Yeah, that's exactly what we all said.
Who that?
But that's the last time they drafted a quarterback.
Who?
When they drafted Eli Manning.
Who is Alex Tanny? Who?
But that's you asked the question, so they
We
gave
go
you an
with-
answer.
Yeah, I understand that, but
You asked the question, they gave you an answer.
I know they gave me an answer, but
Don't ask questions. Like I said though, it's Manny is taking responsibility for his poor start. But I mean,
Poor start.
it's not a poor start when your coach is subpar. When you have a subpar coach, you have a subpar team. Your defense don't even hold you in the game that long. You got rid of basically. He's the current backup in New York. Oh, well, see, nobody knows about him.
Yeah.
So, he's nobody really that of importance right now. So, like I said,
ball holder.
so he's the towel boy for right now. The bellboy at the hell. Exactly. There you go. So, anyways, like I
Can I take
said,
your bag, sir?
there you go. I mean, honestly,
Yeah, that's why he out to play. He's a backup for the Giants.
yeah. But see, the thing about it is, Eli Manning, if the Giants would have drafted a quarterback this year, Eli would not start. I don't think Eli would have started.
No, I think he would have retired.
I think he would have started.
He
I
just
think
started. He just started a few games, but after that, he retired.
It'd have been like Tyrod Taylor's season in Cleveland. He played 2 games and then he goes down with a suspected injury and
Oh, you mean the fake injury?
Then under concussion protocol, and then Kirk Cousins comes out the way and then takes over.
What?
Yeah, Baker Mayfield is the new Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Because if you think back to Washington's story in the Washington Redskins
the same
scenario,
situation, yeah.
Robert Griffin III has so many fake injuries that we don't even know about, and understand right now.
We already knew that he already had the ankle injury he did by running.
Right.
That can happen to anyone. So,
Right.
yeah, I ain't gonna
So he had a supposedly injury. Next thing you know, Jay Gruden comes on this podium
But
and says,
that leg injury when he snapped the ball, that was fake.
supposedly they said that he had injuries. He was under concussion protocol. Then they said week 1. Hold on. They said week 1 that he was going to start week 1. Then when
If I get behind the line of scrimmage, and I snap the ball, the next thing you know,
they said they want, but Jay Gruden always wanted Kirk Cousins to start in the game.
Yeah.
That's hands down number 1. He didn't like what Robert was doing. Nobody really wanted Robert here in the first place. So they got rid of Robert the best way they could. They sat him out. Now Baltimore is doing the same doggone thing to Robert Griffin III in the
Subway
same
commercial, I tell you. The Subway commercial, you fresh. Hey.
I don't know. Look, they doing the same thing they did to him in Washington. They left him on the bench, and then they started Lamar Jackson because they don't want him in Baltimore. Robert is a football player that a track. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
But I mean, even still though, Robert can still
He
get the
can
ball
run,
downfield.
But is his fundamental is up to par.
He got the fundamentals. If
I'm
you
talking
build
about
him up,
literally,
he
on
has
the field.
Okay, you saw it in preseason game number 1.
Preseason.
Preseason game number 1, preseason game number 2, when he was out there throwing the ball, he looked pretty decent out there in preseason game number 1 and 2. And I seen this for myself. He looked pretty doggone good out there.
Yeah, but in the actual, you know what I'm saying, this ain't preseason when you talk about when I'm talking about an actual full-fledged game. Do you still have the same fundamentals that he had then compared to now?
I would never know if you start him. Because you won't start him in a game. Now you're running, in Baltimore's situation right now, Baltimore's running RPOs through Lamar Jackson. They're running the ball with him.
Yeah,
they're not using, they're not really
Well,
using.
you taking the quarterback to run. I understand that because Saints did the same thing with Hill.
Right. But you're not using your quarterback like you should. If you're going to use Joe Flacco and if you use Lamar Jackson and Robert Griffin III in the same formation, you know how deadly that combination would be? Everybody know Joe Flacco ain't going to run the ball.
No.
Everybody know that Lamar Jackson is going to take off and run. Everybody know Robert Griffin III is going to take off and run.
Yeah.
So if you have a dual threat situation here and you really
Use
look
it
at
to
it.
your discretion.
Exactly. So if you
But they ain't
use
gonna do that.
that's what I'm saying. So if you really think about it, though, for a second, it'll work. Griffin didn't even have a playbook in college. All his spectacular plays was a Sandlot style rollout. Well, I understand that part, though. I do.
His rollout play.
But I understand that. But did it work for Baylor?
Some of them did.
Did it work?
Some of them.
Okay,
did.
even besides the leg injury, before the leg injury happened, did it work? I understand it. I know. What up, Big? I agree. Did it work for him? It worked out for him.
Yeah,
so if Griffin was okay, so let's say this: if Griffin was come out there right now and start the game right now on his same thing that he started the game out in college and ran some college plays on everybody, Griffin had his best season in the NFL. In 2012, when he first came in,
yeah, he did.
He had his great season. He was rookie of the year that season. Am I lying?
No,
Everything new works until defenses catch up.
Yeah.
That is true. But
once they get that film on you, you got.
But that's when you change it, and you can. Beer gang, yeah, beer gang. But like I said, though, once you change up your formations, once you change it up and you make it work for your offense, nobody can touch you. Philadelphia ran the same kind of offense that they ran all season long. People wasn't catching up on it till they changed it up in the playoffs. When Nick Foles got in there, they scheduled a whole. They did a whole formation around Nick Foles.
I'm gonna tell you what actually really killed them when they had Mike Vick.
Yeah.
And they did that. What was that?
It was a West Coast. It was a West Coast flash play action offense that they was running, kind of scheme they was running on there. So I mean, it is what it is.
Cleveland killed RG. Yeah, they did what they did.
Cleveland did kill RG3.
Cleveland killed anybody's career because they don't give you a chance.
No,
you just one or none.
But no, he got hurt in Cleveland, which negated anything that he was trying to do in Cleveland.
Yeah,
Cleveland didn't win a game since he left there. Since Baker Mayfield stepped on that field, that's when Cleveland won the first game.
Yeah. On a Sunday night at that.
At some point, football stays the same, blocking and tackling all gimmicks eventually fade out.
Yeah, true.
That's true. Yeah. But let's take the Dallas Cowboys, for instance. Dallas is running the same Wildcat offense all the doggone time. That same scheme and maneuver. And defenses are still not picking up on the same offense. I see Dallas go out there and run the same maneuvers every game.
Yeah.
Every game I've seen them run the same maneuvering plays that I've seen them run all year long, all last year, all the year before that. But then they come out there and defenses look like it's a different scheme. No, it's not a different scheme. It's just the same play ran at a different person. Okay. And they connect.
So let me ask you this. What are y'all going to do come Sunday against the Panthers? And y'all home at that.
Well, let's talk about that for right now. And as it stands for right now, we have a lot of injuries on our team. Let's bring up the injury list.
Y'all is home right about now.
We're going to bring up the injury list right here. So we got Adrian Peterson out here. We got Chris Thompson out. We got Adrian Peterson, which is questionable with an ankle, shoulder, knee. We got Chris Thompson, which is a ribs, knee. We got Sean Laval, which is our left tackle. On our right tackle side / center. We got Zach Visual out, questionable high. Paul Richardson, Josh Doxson on the heel. So, and it's about to be an execution. I think it's not. I don't really think it is. If Adrian Peterson and Chris Thompson can get back healthy, and I think they can do that, move back so they can see. If Chris Thompson, I believe,
I'm kind of mad my man Doxson not in though.
Doxson is supposed to be the number one guy. And I'm going to tell you right now, Doxson right now has not been playing up to his potential. And like everybody's really said about him, Doxson, let's see what Doxson
call him in a gun.
Let's see what Doxson has done. He started in 2 games and played. I mean, he's played 3 games. and games in general. He said 5 receptions for 48 yards, 9.6 yards average, no touchdown passes, receiving yards 16. He's whatever. You know what I mean?
Hey, you man Williams said Saul Dawson needs a bus ticket.
I think that he needs to go. I honestly, in an honest attempt, for real, and I honestly can say this though. I honestly can say this though, for real. If he was to really, and I mean really, get out there and play like he did when he was in college, we'd have a shot.
Yeah, but see, college is different from NFL, but you do like on TV though.
I mean, honestly, if he came back and played like he did in college, then it'd be all gravy and biscuits, though. But everybody, I want to take a second out here to introduce Miss Lulu back to the show. Everybody, she's back, and she was going out there doing her other things that she needed to do for the show. So everybody, welcome Lulu back! Yay!
Chicken wings.
Chicken wings and fried rice.
Hey, you guys.
So,
Say hi, Lulu. All right. So, like I said, I think if Josh Doctson came back in there and did what he had to do, I think we'll have a chance. But he's not performing at a high rate, and he's not doing what he needs to do.
No.
So,
Leave me alone, Will.
So, in all aspects of life, I think Josh Doctson needs to sit on the bench. I think they need to go ahead and start Michael Floyd. I think they need to go ahead and start.
I totally forgot about him.
Everybody forgot about him. I think that they go ahead and start Michael Floyd and progress on as he goes right then and there. Because if you don't start Michael Floyd,
I know Michael Floyd like back of my hand.
it was with Arizona.
Yeah, if y'all start him, he'll be a good catch. But I don't know. He haven't played lately.
But yeah, he hasn't. But you need a player. I think they should have kept Bashard Perryman and Michael Floyd. Start him out there. Put him as, and like I said, Washington needs to go with a 4 wide receiver set. And if you're not going to add Jordan Reed to that 4 wide receiver set, don't put him in there. I think you need to put Crowder in the slot position. You could put Paul Richardson in the slot position. Then you could put Perryman and Michael Floyd all out there in the NFL.
NFL players start playing their hearts out because they are at the highest playing level. Period.
I can agree with
college is a little different.
I can agree with that though because they're now getting money. But like I said though,
You still got to impress the people that's out there.
Exactly. You can still got it's the
Personal
fans.
scouts.
The fans is what pay your contract. It's the fans that really go out there and do what they got to do for you guys. So if the fans ain't happy, then who else is gonna be happy? And that's my honest opinion. If the fans ain't happy about it, then who else is gonna be happy about it?
It is bad. I'm going to hurt you.
So, I think Washington. When we get down to that part of the show, when we get to that, that's gonna be next. It is. Oh, I'm sorry, Lulu.
It is that bad we're counting on Perriman and Floyd.
But see, I don't have Perryman no more.
But Perriman is still. Well, no, I think he got signed.
No, he got signed by somebody else.
Yeah, but he was still an option for us to sign back. I think Floyd will be a good option for us. I think Floyd needs to go out there and play.
Yeah, he can stay sober.
It doesn't matter. I think he needs to go out there and just try to play.
Yeah,
He's been sober, though.
Not necessarily.
But I think he needs to go out there and play. And I think he needs to take Josh Doxson's spot. I think Doxson... matter of fact, I wouldn't say let Doxson go. No. I would say keep him on the bench for another year. Let him heal. He hasn't been healthy since he started in the NFL. He's been hurt every single year. For the past 2 years, he's been hurt.
Go ahead and retire, cuz. Take that money. And
This is his second season of being hurt.
Just retire.
I mean,
injury?
It's pretty... You might as well say that. The heel.
Go ahead and retire.
You know, this is your second year being hurt, and the Redskins are relying on you to go out there and make big catches, and you're dropping wide open. You're dropping the catches that you can catch. You're not catching the passes that need to be catched out there.
But he ain't got that speed like he once had because of that foot injury.
But you have the speed, you have the juking the juking abilities, you have everything you need to go out there and actually perform on the field. You have it.
You're talking about backups at best starting.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
If they could get the job,
I'm playing every running back.
If Maurice Harris,
I'm putting everybody on the front line.
Can I put my input on this Bell situation?
You know,
I don't care. I didn't get a chance to say anything about it.
well, I'm sorry, Lulu. Go ahead. But after this conversation, you can put your input on it.
Go
Okay.
ahead. I don't care.
Anyway,
This is brought to you by Reboot.
I know, right? Reboot. Always
This
wear
is
pro-
brought
Al-
by
always
Lulu
use your
getting her
protect-
point across.
Always use your protection. Always
This is
protection.
this is about Lulu getting her point across.
Anyways, like I said, so if Maurice Harris can go out there and actually can play his ass off, if Brashad Perriman can go out there and start and do this.
Thank you.
If Maurice Harris can go do it, and Brashad Perriman can go, not Brashad Perriman, Michael Floyd can go get the job done, then I'm like, yeah. I'm honestly going to say, go ahead and play him. Play him.
Leave stuff alone.
Apple pies.
Where?
Go get your apple pen.
I know, right?
No, I mean,
Pineapple juice.
if you could actually honestly say, if they go out there and they can do what they got to do, these players go out there and do what they got to do, then, hey, let them play.
Yeah.
If the starters don't want to start, like, I think they should replace the whole front line of the Washington Redskins offense. Line. Except for Trent, let Trent Williams go ahead and rest up. Trent Williams is not even healthy.
Just play
The whole
play the
offensive
whole
line is not even healthy. I have not seen. Let me honestly say this. Hold on.
I will for you.
Before we get there, though, my head ain't bald. Anything
Think it's better than soft dots.
Thank you. But let me put it like this, though. I have not seen this front line healthy in 10 years or more plus since Trent Williams got on the field. This offensive line is not healthy. This offensive line is not doing their job.
I think everything went downhill when Lana Fletcher retired.
It kind of did, though, but this offensive line is not healthy. This whole front line ain't healthy. You have nobody on this front line that is a rookie.
Then on top of that,
Okay, let me ask you
then
this.
on top of that,
Besides Brandon Scherf,
it's no really actual substitution for that front line.
that's what you need to go.
Because all the best players that was in back in the day, they're not sitting here playing
But
anymore.
there's no really substitution to get that front line a break to say, okay, all right, y'all come on out, get a breather.
You gotta go find it.
Yeah.
You gotta either put them on the injury reserve list.
Do you buff your forehead?
Yeah, that's right. You know, I get my haircuts. Haircuts by Bobby, y'all. He does eyebrows too.
But no, this is the thing. Even if you change the whole O-line on the Redskins, you still got to find them people that's going to sit here and manage everything properly.
Thank you. And Mr. William Owens agrees with me on that. In the 5 years,
everybody know that.
I have not seen this offensive line healthy. This offensive line is what's killing this offense.
No matter if you change the offense,
If you
it's
can't
not-
get the-
you gotta
if
make
you
sure
can't-
you have the people that is stable enough who's know they're going to be healthy throughout the whole 5 years.
They ain't gonna be healthy throughout the whole time.
I don't know, but no.
You can have some of them
look
people
at
that's healthy
Pittsburgh.
for the 5 years.
Unless you got backups, yeah.
Look at Pittsburgh.
It doesn't matter.
Pittsburgh had the same offensive line for years.
Yeah.
With
Half of them were
supplemental
hurt,
changes.
but it don't spread out.
But with supplemental changes, though, they can
Yeah.
either player can go in that position and hold that player
Yeah.
up.
You got people that like 2-something that hold that spot down.
William misses 5 games a year with a knee.
Morgan Moses misses every other
the
game.
with
With
the
an
ankle.
Exactly. So if he's not
I
healthy,
say ankle because the ankle injury it can be effective for anybody.
but if you're not healthy, get out the picture. I don't need you being my Pro Bowl corner. If you're gonna be my Pro Bowl left tackle,
Injuries happen when you can't prevent them. They happen freak
Yeah.
accident.
okay, it's a freak accident. I understand that part, but put it here in this point of perspective. Put it in this perspective
So
here.
you went from one corner of the street down to the other street. By the time you get to the end, you gonna end up.
Okay, put it in this perspective right here. Let me say it like this in this perspective right here. If you hurt or if you need time to heal, you've been battling the same injuries for 5 years straight. You understand what I'm saying? You've been battling the same injuries for 5 years straight here. Or for however long you've been battling these same injuries for.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not healthy, get out the way and let a young man come in and do it for
But
you.
you know they're not, because then they don't want that person to show them out.
It's
So
not-
why sit here and try to replace him?
It's not taking-
Replace this?
The best
Hold
of
on. But it doesn't matter if you try to sit here and
Ability
replace
is
that one
available, yeah.
person. Even if
Yeah.
you replace that one person, you still got to make sure this person
You-
can hold the same standards or go higher or up and beyond.
I agree with that. I
You,
totally agree.
you
with that.
yourself can want to sit out. Yeah, it's up to the coaches and the staff. They want to put you in.
I can agree with that though. But if the coaching staff, if you come to the, that's the same thing with Robert Griffin III in his second year when he came back in the NFL, when he said, "Oh man, I'm ready to go." When he came back in the game,
They rushed him back.
exactly. You don't rush somebody back off an injury like that.
Not that type
Like,
of injury.
No.
I'm sorry to
Ooh.
say this about the Eagles, like Wentz.
You rushed him back.
Off the knee. Well, he had an ankle injury.
He had an ACL injury.
ACL.
Oh no, you can't rush somebody from ACL. Injury.
He had an ACL MCL sprain on his leg.
Yeah.
So even if you rush him back, even if he said I'm good to go, if that
Give,
doc
still
clears
give
you,
him some more time so that way it can
thank
heal
you.
properly.
You want
That's
I
it.
want
The
somebody
ACL
that's
take
fresh.
years to actually heal.
But you need a new offensive line for Washington. Point blank. Period.
I think every
Washington,
team in the NFL need the whole team to be there.
No. Philadelphia has been running the same offensive line for some years,
Because
and they put in.
They switch
and
up though.
They do.
They
They
switch
switch
up.
out
Yeah, we
their
do.
players sometimes, and that same player chemistry. And I've heard that word a lot today. Chemistry. If
Mm-hmm.
you don't have the right chemistry in your front line with your quarterback, your
Don't put 'em
quarterback
out.
needs to take care of the front line. The front line needs to take care of the quarterback. Why do you think Ben Roethlisberger don't have that
Yup.
many injuries coming out the
4 to
play?
8 weeks on an ACL.
Now
Right.
you are talking about the GM. If you don't have the good backups on your roster, you rush people back. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I agree with that too. But like I
So
said,
I'm
though,
sitting out.
so but
I got a broken leg.
but let me
Can I
ask you this
rush back
question
with a broken
though.
leg?
But let me ask this question
They
though.
would try to rush you
But
back.
but let me ask you this question though. Who is the Washington Redskins' current GM right now? Don't worry, I'm gonna wait.
Is that for them?
Just for everybody. Don't worry, I'm gonna wait right
Oh,
here.
you talking about the sucky nigga, the sucky person that's mixed with blizzard and pleasure?
No, that's the old.
Who is the Washington Redskins' current GM right now? Don't worry, I'm gonna wait.
Snickers.
That seat is left blank because you got rid of the best man that was bringing in people, that had people coming in. Scott
Actually-
McLuhan was the best GM that the Washington Redskins
Actually-
had for right now.
Kind of Doug Williams.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Scott
Actually, Doug
McLuhan,
Williams got those. Actually, really does Williams got those.
Scott McLuhan has been the best GM running since he
Other
was
than-
coming here.
But other than that,
He was bringing in the talent.
before DW got that jump, it wasn't nobody else.
No. I'm saying before Scott McLuhan was before him last year. I think
Yeah.
the year before last when he got
Year before
hired.
The year before
When he
last,
got
yeah.
hired last year.
Then he got fired the year after that.
Yep.
Yeah, because they thought that he was drinking
And he wasn't.
and he wasn't. But he was going back to his old days, and he really wasn't. This report came out, and he did a report that said that he was not drinking at all. He had nothing to do with that. Washington won.
And they took a test for it.
Exactly. So Washington didn't really want him to be here in the first place. Because he was bringing in talent
You
to
talking
this
about Tom McCullum?
Scott
Oh,
McLuhan.
shit.
Scott McLuhan was the man that was running the show that had everybody in this.
Yep, it was the Hennessy that got him.
Okay, but
Blame it on the
But he had
Jews.
lost.
Scottsville
But
Lewis.
but let me put it like this though. When you lose a relative,
Yeah.
what you think you're gonna do for a
You're
second?
going to lose your mind for it.
And he was
gonna shut
on,
down.
but he was on vacation
When it happened.
when it happened.
So how can they fire him if he's on vacation?
You wanted him gone.
They fired you on your day off? This Friday, D. They fired you on your day off?
But you wanted him gone though, because he was bringing in the talent.
They wanted him
He
gone
was-
from the get-go.
He was one that scouted Deron Payne. No, I'm sorry, not Deron Payne. He was one that scouted Jonathan Allen and told Washington to go pick him up. He was scouting
He was
Darius
there.
Geis from the jump.
He was bringing people in.
Exactly. He was bringing in them heavy hitters. He was going to replace that whole front line.
But when Gruden got on that jump,
No, Drew, he was with Gruden. Him and Gruden was seeing eye to eye on everything. Right now,
it is Daniel Snana that got rid of him.
let me tell you like this. Bruce Allen was actually the one that got rid of him.
Yep.
Because Bruce Allen is the player. I mean, is the president of the Washington Redskins. He's like he got the power to fire everybody. But
But
like I said,
everybody had to take a vote.
yeah. But like I said though, Jay Gruden wanted him on the team. Jay Gruden wanted him to be here because they were seeing eye to eye on everything. Like I said, that whole offensive line has to go. If you replace the offensive line, keep the defense, but add pieces to the defense that
Pieces
can
of
replace
defense
anybody.
and the offense.
Exactly.
And
No, the offense is fine. If you can hold
But,
them in
but sometimes get like backup players for the offense.
but you have that. If you can stand in that pocket for at least 5 seconds and gunsling it out there, you good.
President of picnics. And
There you go. There you go. There you go. And I'm not lying on this show because, like I said though, if you want to break it down for real, it comes down to the talent that you have around you. Alex Smith is not a bad quarterback.
No, he's not.
Alex Smith is one of the best quarterbacks we had in years. Besides Kirk Cousins coming in, he couldn't get the job done. Alex Smith is an all-pro quarterback.
Yeah.
Alex Smith is a veteran quarterback that you need on your team that has veteran presence for that offense to move upfield. But you running the same crap every week. Yeah. You're not opening up the field enough for him to throw the ball to.
It's a coach.
There is a coaching issue. And they're
issue.
trying to work on that, though, I believe.
Because you're not changing the play. Because
But you don't have an offensive line that hold. You don't have receivers out there to go get.
That brings me to another discussion.
But wait, before you jump into that, you have the floor.
Yeah. Talk about your Le'Veon Bell, John.
So the Le'Veon Bell is true. He is signing with the Eagles. He's signing with the Eagles.
I need to look that up.
I need to look that up. Hold on.
He is signing with the
I need to
Eagles.
look that up.
I need to look that up. When did you see that at?
I seen this earlier today. He is signing with the Eagles.
I ain't hear nothing about that. Hold on.
I did.
Hold on, everybody. We got to do a fact check.
Quit annihilations. So yeah.
Analysis.
Don't correct me.
Please don't correct his grammar.
Please don't do that. I hate that shit.
He hates it with a passion.
Hold on. We got to do a quick analysis here because I ain't heard nothing about that.
Yeah. They saying that they're going to sign him.
Because last time I heard was LaShawn McCoy was coming here.
I ain't seen nothing about LaShawn McCoy either.
I've heard all reports that LaShawn McCoy is coming out to try out for them. And I think that y'all, on last time I checked, I believe y'all guys is going out there to go sign LaShawn McCoy because he was already been here. And Le'Veon Bell is scheduled to come back to Pittsburgh because he's still on the franchise tag.
Watch this stuff.
If he goes to Philadelphia, if they do trade him by week 6, which is possibly this week.
Yeah.
Yes.
If it's this week, if you do trade him out there, no, actually in week 7. So they missed the trade deadline. He can't come here. He can't go there. He has to report to Pittsburgh, before they can get rid of him. So, which means you had to the trade. Actually, the trade deadline was on week 6. That's the trade deadline.
I'm about to build somebody hot list.
No, actually, this is the trade deadline week.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So you guys have
I'm
the
about to
check.
build somebody hot list right now. Watch this.
If you guys go down there and you actually go pick them up and you actually go do what you got to do, then that's good luck on y'all. But it's kudos for y'all. But LaShawn McCoy is homebred.
Yeah.
I understand.
LaShawn McCoy is.
but
They're on their way down there to
But
get him.
LaShawn McCoy was here,
Yeah,
Well,
but they
Jump
don't
Street.
like him.
I know.
and Philadelphia might not like him, but he's been here.
Yeah, he gets the job done.
Exactly. He did without an offensive line. He did it with the offensive line.
Go ahead and be on my bad side.
No, I'm about to build somebody else's bad side. So, for all you Cowboy fans out there,
Renee.
how about if y'all lose again, y'all might not have Jason Garrett.
Yeah. They firing him if
Yeah,
they don't win the next
they
game.
talking about getting rid of Garrett.
Well, it's
And
about
that's been
time.
confirmed.
That's been about time. Everybody's been waiting on that.
Because let me tell you why. Because the last game that they played,
Just tuned into WIP.
No bell yet.
because the last game they played, and when he punted instead of running it, that's when he got his card for.
Well,
Garrett.
Jason Garrett had, 10 seasons?
Yeah, well, like, when the last
10
time
plus seasons with the Cowboys?
When the last time the Cowboys even had a coach?
Okay, so the last coach that was Wade Phillips
Yeah,
in Dallas. Last coach they had was Wade Phillips before
Wade
they
Phillips
hired.
didn't last that long.
Wade Phillips lasted for about good 4 seasons, and that was it. Then Dallas transferred. Then Dallas went over to Ward's Jason Garrett to come in there. Now, like I said before,
Mr. Smiley, that's what I call him.
so Jason Garrett, he's not the same. He's not going to be. If Jason Garrett does get fired, it's about time for him to go do it. It's about time for him to get rid of him in the first place.
They should have been got rid of
He
him.
should have been gone. He's with Tony Romo for the longest. They didn't win. They won one playoff game. One playoff game they got robbed on. So that prevented them from going to where they wanted to go.
Oh, what a loss firing Jason Garrett.
Exactly. What a loss. That's not a promising future for Dallas. Dallas still sucks, regardless with a coaching staff and no coaching staff.
Yeah, because now all of a sudden the owner want to say something now, like,
Well, he been saying something to him, but he just can't move. What you got, Travis? You got your starting
when you
center.
got 1,000 people in your ear, be like, look, you know what?
When you
I
got,
don't even care no more.
like I
Do
said,
what y'all want to do.
when you got rid of Dez Bryant, you got rid of your offense. They looked good in preseason. They looked okay in preseason. They looked okay in their practices because they practiced against
Because
each
they
other.
got no wide receiver that can compare to Dez Bryant
No.
at all.
Beasley is nowhere near.
He's
Top
half injured.
It don't even matter.
Even before Witten retired, the team was still
Witten was their best person.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Was their best person of them all.
yeah.
Jason Witten was the tight end that he's another Jordan Reed on their team. If you really want to
He
be
was
honest
the
with
best person on it.
pretty much.
Because it literally had to take 5 people to get him down.
But Jason Witten,
Yeah,
exactly. Everybody wanted-
Jason Witten like Gronkowski.
No, I would call him another Jordan Reed.
Yeah, Jordan Reed.
Jordan Reed is the best kid.
Because Gronkowski always go certain routes.
But I would compare him to Jordan Reed, though. Jordan Reed would be compared to Jason Witten because Jason Witten and Jordan Reed are kind of the best of the same. They're
Yeah.
the same
Same
kind of two
thing.
people. Because if you think about it, Jordan Reed, when healthy, is the best damn tight end on the field when healthy. When Jason Witten is on the field healthy, he was the best damn tight end in the league.
Yeah, but even if
Gronkowski don't even compare to him.
But
Gronkowski drops passes. Jason Witten didn't really drop that many passes.
everybody drop passes.
But Jason Witten didn't drop that many passes when
He probably
healthy.
dropped 1 and 2.
He
1
might
and
drop
2.
a couple passes a game.
But he will hold on to it.
Exactly.
He was only been in that slack.
Jason Witten was a much better blocker.
Yeah, he was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
But you have to think about
But
these.
when he got that ball, he was unstoppable.
There you go. Jordan Reed is a good tight end that blocks. Just like Jeremy Sprinkles is a good tight end that blocks. So, all right. So now we have talked about all of that. Now we're going to do our NFL rundown of the week. Games of the week for Sunday.
Carolina.
Washington and Carolina at 1 o'clock. I'm going with the Washington Redskins in this game because, of course, y'all know I'm going to support my team. 3 points victory.
I'm going to go with Carolina.
I'm going with Carolina by 7.
Okay. Everybody goes with Carolina by 7. Tampa Bay and Atlanta. I'm going with ATL on this game
Me
because
too.
Tampa Bay ain't been the same
Yeah.
since. Yeah.
Fitzpatrick just messing up.
No, Jameis Winston
playing.
is going to actually start in this game.
Yeah,
against
it's
Atlanta.
playing. He's playing now.
He's going to play in this
Fitzpatrick's
game.
up.
Yep. Fitzpatrick is done. The Fitz magic is out the picture. So I'm still going with Atlanta
Me too.
by 14. Pittsburgh and Cincinnati.
Oh, he's going. I'm going with that's going to be a shootout. So I'm going with a overtime and Cincinnati by 3.
Fitzmagic is over. That's what I said. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think
I'm going with Cincinnati.
I'm gonna go
I'm going
with
Cincinnati
Pittsburgh.
by 3 in overtime.
I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh by 7 in regular football time. Yeah.
No, that's a shootout. Because remember last time they played.
Yeah, it was a shootout, but I think they're in London. I think they're not overseas.
No.
So did you just see the Wizards beat the Wisconsin last night? The night?
We'll get to that in a second,
Yeah.
sir.
You know what
LA Chargers versus the Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland.
Chargers.
I'm going with Cleveland by 7 because
I'm
Baker Mayfield is on a hot streak.
I'm
Right
going
now.
with Chargers by 7.
I'm going with Cleveland by 3
I'm
points
going Chargers.
because their defense is getting impeccably good.
Yeah,
Their
they
defense
get
is
good
getting
because
ruthless.
they believe in their height.
I don't know what it is that they believe in. I don't really care what they believe
Baker
in.
Mayfield
Cleveland
is
is ruthless.
Baker Mayfield is LeBron James of the Cleveland Browns, baby.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say all that.
Hell no.
I wouldn't say all that till you win a championship. It only counts when you get the ring.
Anyway, you still gotta get
It only
hype,
counts when you get the ring.
though. You still gotta get a hype.
It only counts when you get the
You
ring.
gotta get Cleveland that hype, dog.
It's only
It
when
only
they get that
counts
ring.
when they get the ring.
You gotta get Cleveland.
Whatever.
It only counts when they get the ring. Now, Buffalo and Houston. I'm going with Houston.
Houston.
I'm going with Houston. Whatever. But I don't know.
Chicago.
Can you wait until he say the teams, please and thank you?
Miami versus
I'm gonna punch you in your throat.
No punch.
Miami and Chicago. I'm gonna go with Chicago in this game by 14 because that defense line with Khalil Mack on that line is right now is still ruthless to me. And with the way they're winning right now today, I'm still going with them by at least
You on
14.
week 7.
Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. I'm still going with them by at least 14 points. Arizona and Minnesota.
I'm still going with my team. We got
I'm gonna
one
go with
win.
Minnesota.
I'm going with Minnesota by 14 points.
Okay, I'm going with my team.
Even though Arizona won their first game, hands down, they won their first game.
J-Ro, I need you.
All right, Minnesota by 14. Indianapolis versus the New York Jets.
Good ass game.
I'm going.
That's gonna be a
I'm
good
going
game.
with Indy.
I'm gonna go with Indy in that game. By
I'm
at
going
least
with Jets
7.
by 3.
I'm going with Indy by 3.
Going by because
By 7. I'm sorry. Now, Seattle and Oakland. I'm going
go
with
with
Showdown.
Oakland.
I'm gonna go with Seattle in that
I'm going
game
Seattle with
by
that one.
7. Because Oakland ain't still looking like they're too promising this year, and
Yeah.
I still don't understand why not. But hey, it is what it is. Now, here's another one: L.A. and Denver.
Denver.
I'm going with L.A. They're in the
and
no-fly zone. The no-fly zone is done. The no-fly zone is
Yeah,
out of
I'm
the picture
going
now.
with Ryan.
I'm going with the Rams by at least 20,000 more points than anything. And they 5-0 with the record starting out this year. I'm going with them by 21 points. They're going to put up on their head. So, either way, still, I'm going with them. All right, Jacksonville and Dallas.
Jackson.
Jayville.
The Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm going with them, too.
I'm going Jayville.
I'm going with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Baltimore and Tennessee. I'm going to go with Tennessee.
I'm going to be more.
I'm gonna go with B-more.
I'm going to go with Tennessee by 7.
I'm going to be more by 3.
I'm going with Tennessee by 7. Kansas City and New England.
That's going to be a hell of a game.
I'm going with Kansas City by that game.
I'm gonna go with New England.
I'm going NE with by 3.
I'm going with Kansas City
because
by
they in Mexico City.
Yeah,
I'm going New England by 3.
I can't take that chance on that game.
I'm going New England by 3.
Only reason why I can't take
KC got to lose one game.
I don't take that shot on them. With Patrick Mahomes only throwing 2 interceptions this year with 14 touchdown passes, he's thrown over the. He's breaking records right now.
Yeah, he breaking records.
He's broken.
But
He's
you going
breaking
up against
records.
the GOAT.
The GOAT ain't look like the GOAT no more.
But still. Let's see. Since he idolized Tom Brady, let's see how he compares
But
to in the game.
look who
After
taught
the
him
game.
everything he knows.
Tom Brady.
No. Look who taught him everything he knows. Alex Smith. Alex Smith was his starting quarterback while he was in there. He's the only man that's home-fed Kansas City. He started out at Kansas City, and that's what he is. Give me 6. Game 6 is
when
when...
KC starts to fall every year. Thank you.
Yeah.
I agree with that, though, but I'm going to still go with Patrick Mahomes, though, because I just trust the system in Kansas City right now. I trust that system.
I'm
still going with New
I'm
England.
going with the GOAT.
If everybody, all right, let me put it like this. I'll put it like this. Everybody know I'll pick Tom Brady over
I'm going
anybody.
with TB all day.
But you picking Mahomes over Tom
Hold
Brady
on,
right
let
now.
me get my statement out here. Everybody know I'll go with Tom Brady any day of the week, twice on Saturday and twice on Sunday.
Okay, we all
Can I-
might be wrong.
wait,
we
wait a minute.
all
Let
might
me-
be wrong.
Let me finish. Everybody knows, like I said, everybody knows I would go with Tom Brady. But in this situation here, I'm looking at the talent. I'm looking at the offense. I'm looking at every scheme that is ran by each team. And I'm breaking down play by play. This team is on a locomotive. Their locomotive is not stopping just yet. And this man, Patrick Mahomes, I've seen this man do a lot of amazing things in the past 5 games that they have played. He's ran the ball out of the pocket. He's gotten the ball downfield. It is what it is. Belichick against a first.
It's gonna be hell.
It does
It's
play
gonna
well.
be hell.
It plays well, but New England is 3-2, first in the first in the AFC East.
It's time for that train to come to a halt.
I think this locomotive is going to win this game, and I think it's going to be a close game.
But every team that wins 5 games straight always had that one downfall in that one game.
Mm-hmm.
New England went 16-0 one season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had their last downfall.
I understand that.
Right.
But
They had
at
their
the same
downfall in the
time-
Super Bowl, though, against the Giants.
Okay, but all that hype that's getting to Mahomes' head, what if he messes up on this one?
If he does, he
he
still
gonna-
broke his records already.
He gonna fold.
I don't think he's for the fold because his defense is not holding up right now.
Yeah.
The defense on the...
I tell you what.
Well, I'm just glad my Eagles won the game last night.
I'm gonna say this. I got 2 of his passes getting picked off.
Yeah,
Okay.
me too.
I got 2 of his passes getting
It
picked
ain't
off.
about the passes being...
No. I ain't talking about the winning record, no. But I'm saying, me personally, I got 2 of his passes getting picked off.
Yeah.
That might happen, but like I said, though, New England's defense ain't been holding.
I ain't talking about the defense. And I ain't talking
Defense
about
wins championships.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying, I got 2 of his passes getting picked off.
But he's very accurate with his passes.
Not all the time.
He may be accurate, but it's also depending on if you have
You can be an
contact
accurate
with that
quarterback,
person.
but you still can get picked off.
I'm not saying he's not going to get picked off. Like I said, he has obviously 2 interceptions on his record right now. He started out the season with none. So, who?
I did not.
The Bengals.
The late Lou
Yes,
Brigham.
I did. My team won. Whatever.
But you went up against a subpar team like the Giants.
Anybody can beat the Giants.
You
But
went up
it's been
against
okay, but it's been times where
The Special
Giants-
Olympics team can
Shut
beat the
up and let me
Giants.
talk.
You
Shut
went
up.
up against...
It's been times where the Giants won.
Okay. But look what
It's
you
just
going
so
up
happened
against.
that they lost.
Look what you going up against. A subpar team.
Okay.
This team
But that
sucks.
subpar team can also deliver the same amount of.
You go
You
up
gotta
against
be
an
kidding.
expansion substitution
All
team.
right, I'm done talking.
You gotta be...
I'm done talking.
Hold on.
I'm done
You
talking
going up
then.
against the Giants, the New York Giants, who has struggled all year long.
Expansion substitutional team.
You going up against a basically a rookie. Hold on.
Hey, this is how they play our version.
Thank you.
Hey, they
It
suck like
doesn't
shit.
matter.
I'm just saying though, you talking about a team that's been beat up. You beat this team 34-13. You got freaking Carson Wentz look like a doggone veteran out there. You know, he is a veteran, but he's a pro, but he's not a veteran yet. But come on now. I could have looked good out there against the Giants.
They might look good against the Giants.
The Giants this year
A
sucks.
rookie.
So
look
what
good
happened to
against
your
the Giants.
team when they let Breeze go past y'all like
I will lose against
Yeah.
Drew Brees.
Drew Brees is
Any
something
day,
different.
any time frame.
Drew
The
Brees-
game was fixed.
right? And we both also point out, when did you ever have 2 players stay at the bottom?
I agree with that. I agree with that the whole time. When have you ever seen Josh Norman and doggone DJ Swearinger stand together?
And
on
they
a-
just watched the ball go right past them.
Thank you.
They gave him the record.
They let the game go just to get them his record that night. Like he just said, they let him go to get the record so that way they can go out there and say, "Oh, we got a record." Yeah, and
They're
then
gonna
they
be at
let
Howard Homecoming coming in this month.
I mean, basically, like I said though, you gave away a game. You won. Yes, you won. But any game that you have to compete at, you have lost.
Okay.
You've lost. Any team that
But
was
look at their record though.
they're 1-5.
But remember, last year they was better than this.
Okay, let's go back down to track record since you want to
Yeah,
go talk about
thanks
that.
to
When you went up against Atlanta, you barely squeaked out a victory
Right.
against Atlanta. When you went up against Tampa Bay, Fitzpatrick's Magic, you lost by 6 points.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say any team has whooped your ass this year. No, I'm not gonna say that. No team has whooped your ass this year. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's what
now,
I'm trying to get to.
the
Like,
Colts,
no team will.
you beat the Colts, the
Mm-hmm.
team that we couldn't beat. I agree with that. We couldn't beat that team. Then you went up against the Titans. How did you lose against the Titans?
Because they rushed Wentz in too early.
Okay, my point's exact. You went up against a subpar team and lost. The Titans won. I think they won that game in overtime. Then you went up against the Vikings. Come on now. You lost by 2 points. No team.
Keep it coming.
Now, I'm going to let you know like this.
Keep it
No team has whooped your tail badly by 14 or 7 or more points. I agree with that. I can give you your credit where credit is due. Your defense is held up that long, but no team is beating your tail by 7 or more points this year. Just coming in, you got a bye week coming up on, I believe, week 9. You got week 9 bye week.
Yep.
You got to get past.
Cowboys gonna beat y'all.
You got to get past. You got to get
Cowboys
past.
gonna beat y'all.
Now listen, you guys got to get past the Panthers.
Tell that lie again.
You guys got to get past the Panthers.
Cowboys
You guys-
gonna beat y'all.
Hold on. You guys got to get past the Panthers. And you guys got to get past the Jaguars. How do you think you're going to fare up against them two teams?
Well, only time will tell.
I mean, only time would
Shut up.
Only time will tell. I understand that. Though. I can feel your pain on that, though. But you got to get past them teams.
Truth is the Eagles are the best team in the East.
Facts. That is facts.
That's true.
That is facts. I will give that fact. But
They
you
gonna
gotta-
lose to the Cowboys though.
But you
No,
got,
we are not.
hold on. But in the same token, now let me give you Washington's schedule here. Where we started
Arizona
off.
just won their first game.
Now, I'm gonna give you starting off the schedule. We play Arizona. We beat them 24-6. We started off the schedule hard, difficult. Nobody's expecting us to win. Nobody expected us to win against Green Bay. Nobody had us beating. I mean, everybody had us beating Arizona. Starting off the season 1-2. I mean 2-1, 2-2 now actually. But nobody had us start off 2-1 coming in this season. I didn't even have us coming out 2-1 this season. The teams that we were supposed to lose to was the Colts and the Packers. We lost against the Colts. That's what everybody had to start out. We lost against the Saints.
Would y'all play the Cowboys here or
Played them here first.
so y'all play here? Ooh.
So, anyways, so when you think about things like that, our schedule is a little bit difficult, but your schedule gets difficult as it goes down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it
The
makes
only-
them push through everything to make sure that they are still stable
I'm a
enough
big
to
Redskins
get it.
fan that day.
I agree with that though.
Big Redskins
But
fan,
here's
they
how
play the
but like I
Cowboys.
said though, in the same token of respect to your team, nobody's beating you by 7 or more points
Yeah.
just yet this year. So
Just yet.
yet this year. So you still got a trending of a good habit right now.
Yeah.
Nobody's beating you by 7 or more points. They only beat you by 2, 3, 6 points.
Yeah.
So if I had to say, when you went up against the Giants,
We demolished
that was practice.
them. Yeah.
You did a practice run on the Giants
Giants
just
put
to see
anybody
where
to
your
practice
quarterback is. The pass game was phenomenal in that game.
Yeah.
I believe Wentz had what? Let me check Wentz's stats. Wentz had 278 yards, 3 touchdowns.
The East ranks Philly,
DC,
DC,
Dallas,
Dallas, and
and
then
the Bowie
Bowie
Giants.
Giants.
There you go. There you go. The Giants are playing worse than the Bowie Bay Sox right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
And if y'all don't know who the Bowie Bay Sox are, they're the I think they're the AA or the AAA team to the AAA team towards the Baltimore Orioles. So yeah, Wentz had that much. When have you ever seen 51 yards rushing by Smallwood, Clement, 43 yards? Wentz had 14 yards of rushing.
Clemens was still on the injury list.
Come on now.
Yeah, he still is on the injury.
Nelson Aguilar had 91 yards receptions last night.
Yeah.
Alshon Jeffrey had 74.
Clemens got me 11 and a half
Ertz
points
did
last
his
night.
thing out there
43.
too.
Matthews, 26, 26,
Ertz
11.
did his thing out there.
But you telling me this Giants team, Eli Manning, 281 yards, no passing touchdowns?
All
None?
field goals.
Saquon Barkley had to run 130 yards last night, just get 1 touchdown.
Yeah. And the rest of them was field goals.
Thank you. You gonna tell me this team is ready to go? OBJ, 6
He
receptions,
did some
44
shit 'cause
yards.
He left one right before halftime. He left early because he got mad.
Exactly my point.
They got crybabies on the team.
No, he called the team.
But
out.
you have nobody on this team.
Yes, he's a crybaby. If things don't go his way, he gets upset and walk off.
Thank you. I agree with that. So you thinking about this team right here?
kind of reminds you of somebody though. Who else used to do that though?
But this is a team right here that is subpar.
It was a cakewalk.
Exactly. So now the last game, which is the Monday night game, San Francisco and Green Bay.
I'm gonna go with Green Bay.
I'm gonna go with Green Bay
I'm
too.
going Green Bay.
Green Bay all around the board.
I'm
I'm
going
going Green Bay by
clean sweep.
7.
A clean sweep of that. Now let's drop off. Did Fred Smoot calls Eli equal? Man.
E. coli.
E. coli, man. I mean, it is. It's a habit. You got to get new talent out there. Did everybody get a chance to see the Golden State game in the preseason and how they lost against the Lakers?
I was pissed.
How they lost against the Lakers
Golden State lost against the Lakers
in preseason
in
matchup.
preseason.
Yes. And they lost to them 123 to 113. LeBron James, 15 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists in that game. I have to say that game right there was phenomenal. The Wizards won in the preseason. Everybody's waiting on the.
I see that video. What's that? The lines 140 to 1 something. The night, the Wizards.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't see that score. Hold on.
Yeah, there was 140 to I think like 111, 140 to 19, something like that.
The highest one I seen was 129.
The Wizards
The
didn't
one-
play tonight.
They did.
Did play tonight.
Hold on, everybody. I don't know how the Wizards up here playing tonight.
Pass my phone.
They did just play.
Yeah, they did just play.
Where do you see the Wizards at up here?
Oh, that's the attraction.
I don't think it was the Wizards.
It was the Wizards
I don't think that was the Wizards.
because I had to come across my.
Milwaukee did that 143 to 121
Yeah.
against Minnesota.
Bang. 140.
Oh yeah, 140 to 111.
Who the hell is this team?
140 to 111.
Apparently they some Guala Gualas.
And
I don't know who this team is.
And they were here.
But who is this team?
I don't know.
Long Lions though.
Nobody knows who this team. If anybody can tell me who the Long Lions are, please tell me who that is, because I don't know who that team is.
Me neither.
That's just something like an out of state jump.
I don't know who that team is. That's not the.
That's why I just called them Guala Gualas.
Yeah, I don't know who them Guala Gualas are. I
I'm
know.
a Guala Guala myself.
Yeah, them Guala
Yeah,
Gualas.
Guala.
If you don't know what a Guala Guala is, that's a person that's living on the islands, man.
She's a Mogwai. Don't feed after dark after 12. Don't give her no water, no food. Mogwai. You don't know what a Mogwai is?
Don't make me hurt you.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him.
Yeah, I know.
Chinese team. Okay, the Chinese team. Okay, that's not the Wizards. The Wizards didn't have an actual game tonight. All right.
Should they 4-1 preseason?
That wasn't a game.
Concluding that which one got a butt injury?
Who got a
Butt injury.
Dwight Howard. He got a butt injury.
I don't know about a butt injury. I didn't hear nothing about the
No,
butt.
I said that shit last a couple days ago.
Language.
I don't know about a butt injury.
What, a butt injury?
The Gonzalo
Oh,
Long
okay.
Lions 111. Okay, I see that tonight. But anyways, guys, so we're gonna keep talking about what it is. Like I said, the Golden State Warriors lost to the Lakers.
Yeah,
And they're playing right now. Actually, right now, the Golden State Warriors are playing the Lakers again, and
They're actually winning.
yeah,
Who
and they
winning?
Golden.
Golden State.
G State?
Yep.
Yep, Golden State's winning by 22 to
They
15.
play in the
First of all.
CBA, the Chinese Basketball League.
Gotcha. Thank you for that comment. I appreciate that.
Thank ya.
I did not know. Look, that's some things I did not know about, so
Shit,
I'm gonna leave that
Be
alone.
like that motherfucker racial track.
So Lulu, what other topics do we need to hit before you close it out, Lulu?
That was it.
Do we ever need to hit?
No other topics.
No other
Besides
topics?
my Eagles winning last night.
Oh my God! Here we go again with that. Here we go. Here we go.
Look, just be lucky your Arizona won.
I know. I'm still on my team where they lose.
Whatever.
Where the remote at? We gonna take them out in simple fashion of how we do it.
I
How
still ride it down for
Donde
my team.
estás remote?
Me don't speak
That's not the
speak
remote.
that.
Where's the remote?
You talking to that person right there.
Where's the
Hold on,
remote?
let me
I
do
got a
that.
remote.
Key.
Hola. Hey, Lulu, tell them what they need to do, Lulu.
Kiss.
You ain't hear that from me. You heard that from me.
I didn't hear nothing.
I didn't say nothing.
Anyways,
Tell them what they need to do.
if y'all didn't watch the show,
Susie got the number.
can I close the show
Susie
out?
got a friend. Look who got go ahead. 7 is the same.
If y'all didn't watch the show, watch it again. If you don't watch it again, watch it tomorrow. If you don't watch it tomorrow, watch it another day.
If you don't watch it, then you might just go ahead and hang yourself.
Pretty much.
And if you don't watch the show, you gonna have to deal with her.
Then you're going to have to
So
deal with me.
hit that share
Deal with
button.
me.
Nobody wants to deal with me.
Hit that share button right there in that corner.
Nobody
Cause
Sharon.
sharing is caring.
And Karen is sharing. But who's sharing?
What?
What? He didn't ask who was sharing today? What?
You ain't doing it?
But
Okay.
who's carrying?
See, he already started, so I can't say nothing.
Sharing is
He
carrying.
already started,
And
so I
Karen
can't
is
say nothing.
sharing. So, y'all know what it is. Y'all know how we're gonna do
He
it,
already
y'all.
started, so
That's
I
your
can't-
girl
I can't do
Lulu. Realest Sports Show.
it. NBA 2K.
Hey.
Pepsi
Hey, I want to
Cola.
thank everybody. Oh, everybody check out the back of the new shirts, y'all. We got new shirts in here. Check out our new logo, new background, y'all. Show them, Lulu. It's in here. It's official, y'all. New backgrounds for the shirt, y'all. New backgrounds for the shirt. That's right, y'all. That's our official. I want to thank Miss Anna Richardson for making our shirt logos. She did a
Amazing job.
I got you. I just need to just send me your stuff. We got you. We on back orders for a lot of stuff, so we gotta make sure we get everybody to it. I want to thank Anna. I want to thank Teddy B for doing our theme song. I want to thank Anna for all the drawings that she did for us, for our logos and everything else. I want to thank everybody that watched the show tonight. I want to make sure that we, everybody that's sharing the show, that's appreciating the show. I want to thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Continue rocking with us every Friday night here at 9.
It's past my bedtime.
Here
No,
at
it's
9:30.
It's past his Black Ops time. That's what it is.
Pretty much.
No, Black Ops starts at 12.
9:30, everybody. We'll be here. 9 to 9:30. We'll be here every Friday. Thank y'all.
Peace out.
Haircuts by Bobby. Remember that. Rinse, wash, and repeat, baby. We'll see y'all later.